Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you again camouflage fabric and camouflage color, but I want to show you my hubby working pants. He loves camouflage unbelievably, and I want to show you how to fix the hole in the knee or under the knee that he created when he was working. So let me show you. Here I have a patch that I put, but I'm gonna take the patch out and I will show you the reason that patch on, and then you will see the hole that my husband created. He worked, it wasn't his fault. I'm taking the patch away, and if you can see now, he has a big damage hole here. So I do want to show you how to fix it my way, because I have my own ways to fix clothes, and I'm doing it for many years. And then when you start fixing, don't think that you're gonna sew the hole and then you're gonna put the patch that will help you. Why the hole happened, we need to know first. The hole happened because it was a lot of pressure here on the fabric. When you wear the fabric and the fabric moves or turn around, or he's bending his knee, or something happened that really create the pressure, so the fabric cracked and got open. So if you can see here, even the threads. I am not gonna take my sewing needle and I'm not gonna do this and then I'm gonna put the patch. I saw videos that they sewists, they are ironing here and connecting all together and then putting the patch. If I'm going to do this way that I saw videos, what's going to happen is the pressure is going to be here anyway, and it will in very short time, very fast, the pressure going to be here, and what's going to happen is going to crack, it's going to break more fabrics, not just around, but it's going to create more problems. So what I will do, I'm simply gonna put the patch on, and I'm gonna sew with the straight lines that it will look natural, and the patch will mingle in between the this leg. So I wanna talk a little bit about a fabric that you are trying to put the patches on. Sure, I have a lot because I stopped throwing it away, and when I do the videos, I find it very handy. So the clothing of my kids, or the clothing that I can't wear because I gained weight or my husband did. So I want to put your attention is a little bit on the fabric that you're choosing to put the patches. It has to be almost the same tough fabric, but how you can find the best piece and how you can do the right way, because the fabric can tend to stretch. So try to go this way. If you see the serger here, it was another leg of the I think it was even a sleeve. So what happened is, when you're choosing the fabric, see don't use the fabric that goes this way. And it means it stretch this way, it doesn't stretch. So you need to choose a fabric exact way that your outfit goes. If I have a leg of the pants, so you choose exact way the fabric lays. If this fabric goes this way, so you choose the fabric on the outfit that you're trying to find the patch with the same way. It's supposed to be laid the same way. Sleeve and a leg, they or the pants, they goes the same way. So try to choose the same way, the same direction, and see if it goes. If you go on the sides and you're stretching, it stretch a little bit. If you go on the other side, it's almost no stretch. So this is how you know that you're on the right path. This way, you don't sew this way. You only the way that fabrics goes. Now, use your iron. Be iron friendly. Now, I'm trying to explain to you because I want you to, especially for the beginners, when you start doing something, my advice to you, start fixing your old clothes or clothes that are under the stress. It will be easy for you to gain experience. You need a lot of experience to start sewing clothes. Don't start sewing clothes if you're not sure. Start fixing clothes. This way you will have more hours on sewing machine, and you will feel confident in time. So how I'm gonna do the patch? Using measurement tape, and for sure I am measuring the size of the patch that I need. You know, if the hole comes from here, so I'm not gonna open the seams on the sides. I'm gonna open the seams on the bottom. This is the size that I need, but I want this patch to look nice, and so I see the pressure when it comes from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the patch that will look natural. That won't look like I just patched it and it's ugly. The patch needs to look more or less by the sewing lines, you know, by them, around them. But this is the most that I can do. So first, I'm gonna iron the patch that I'm wanna put on top the patch, the piece of fabric, and I'm gonna iron the place that I'm gonna place the patch on. Use always iron with the steam. Don't do my mistakes when I was younger. Okay, be patient. Don't run nowhere. I hear a lot of complaints that they've been discouraged when you're trying to sew, and it's hard. It is hard from the beginning, but when the time passes, you will feel comfortable and you will do a lot of beautiful things. We put on the side, and I'm gonna iron the patch by himself. First, the lines that I want them to be straight, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave original the serging line here. I like it, so it will be easy on my machine, but all the other lines, I'm gonna iron them that they will go in iron. I will go and double check with the pants to be sure that patch that I prepare, it's exact what I need, not crooked or not straight. Try to just be patient. Again, don't rush. You're rushing, you're getting frustrated, and as many times it happens to me too. Don't think that I am perfect. I am not perfect at all. I'm only human. So again, I iron the patch, but I have to go and check the patch that it fit, that I did the right work. So this is what I'm going to do. As usual, my camera start making me a trouble. All right, so as I said, I want to see if my patch fit. So I did put very close to edges, and I need to do another trick, and I will show you what I need to do. If you can see here, you see the corner that I iron, and I did like this. I rather to cut this corner because it's gonna be 4 layers of fabric and another layer of fabric that I'm gonna sew on, so it's gonna be very, very bulky. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take scissors, and I will show you what I'm going to do. You can do different ways, you know. This is one of my ways. I'm getting closer to the edge. Anyway, I'm going to work closer to the edge, and I'm cutting one of the layers. If you can see, I cut here. This is the fold, and I'm going to cut a little bit off here. So it's already, if you can see, I have only, you know, less bulky, and I need to go to the other corner. The other 2 corners, if you can see, they're not so, because I have here, as I told you from the beginning, a serger original. So again, you're gonna see this fold. I open the fold. I'm gonna go by the fold. I'm gonna cut. You see, don't go till the end of the edge, because if you're gonna go, then you're gonna destroy, and then you will need another piece. And I'm cutting, you see. So I'm taking the bulky part, and now we're gonna go on the sewing machine. Well, as you know, when you're preparing something to go under machine, when you're working, you know, you usually forget stuff. And when I am doing something, you know, my concentration is to do the work. So I forget to say things that are important to you. And I want to show it to you now. If you see, I used the safety pins. Why I used the safety pins? And I did pin them. They pinned to the outfit. Well, during the years that when I'm sewing, the pins are poking me, stinging me, and I don't like that, and many times I injured myself. So I do want to avoid any sticking to my skin. So I put on the pants here secure safety pins. If you have safety pins, it's super for that work. So let's go under the sewing machine. Well, I am here under my sewing machine. I prepare the thread. It's already green, you can see. Okay, What I'm trying to do now is I will remove try to remove, yes, this part of the machine, because it will easy for me to put the pens in. So let's see how it's gonna happen. All right, so remember, we need to get into the sewing machine. I'll see if it's wide enough. Not sure. I hope I can use this sewing machine, because if not, I have another one that I can use if I won't be able to get through. So I will need to use different one. I hope I won't need to do so. So I'm trying to get in. It's not easy things to do because if you are doing this kind of narrow places, so you need to be as patient as you can, because it can be a little bit frustrated, you know, because trying to get in, you know, and I want my work to be accurate as possible. But if I won't be able to get in, so I wouldn't be able to do the work as accurate as possible. So I'm trying to see if I can succeed to do my work here. Oh my god, it's so hard to get in. Why I choose this machine, I don't know. I have another machine with narrow place, but I did choose this one somehow. So, well, so need to work myself through. All right, I got myself into machine. Let's see if we can do the work. Okay, it is important that you do back and forth right away. And with sewing, try to sew your seam close to the end of the seam of the serger. It will be straight. We'll need to struggle a little bit. I don't know why I choose this machine, but I am already on it, so I'll try to do my best. Well, in the end, I've been forced to change sewing machine, because the sewing machine that I had have very wide sleeve, so I did change it, and I did succeed. I did mission impossible. Now what's been left is, as you remember, I opened the seam in the bottom of the pants, so hem. So what I need to do is, I'm going under a sewing machine, and I'm gonna go and sew this bottom hem that I open to secure it, and I think work will be done. So let's go and do the work. You have to be really patient under the sewing machine and this kind of fabrics, is almost like a jeans. So, and it's thick because I have another flannel inside. So I'm gonna go in the stress places. I will go easy on the sewing machine because there's a lot of layers in between the seams. Going straight, reverse, back and forth, reverse, and I'm sewing exact place where the old seam was, that I don't want to change anything. So by the seam, the way that it was from the beginning, this is what I'm going to do. Here I have a very thick and distressed area, so I'm gonna go and very slow. Plus I'm gonna make a little bit narrow stitch because I want this to succeed. Now I'm stopping and I'm checking if the machine did the stitch. Back and forth stitch, and we're done. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give a final press. I'm giving here a final press. Oh, I don't like to spill water, but it's alright. This is working pants, so it's, I know that my husband will do another, you know, haul as experience. But if you can see stitches like they were before, and the stress area that had a hole, I covered. It didn't have a hole through because here's another fabric, you know, but only had on the camouflage fabric himself. So again, another press, and I'm done. This is what we did with our small hands. Fix in this situation, we fix the pants, and hubby will be very happy because he loved them. They good for winter time, and now we after Thanksgiving, so he will work a lot with those pants. I hope my video was some kind of tutorial lesson for you, and you can do it yourself, and you can prolong your clothing or your family clothing life, and you can wear it more and save in these times. Well, if you didn't sign up for my videos. Thumbs up, and I see you next time. So long.